Is Russia at war with NATO? It's the question echoing across Europe this week because what once felt unthinkable now looks dangerously possible. In less than 1 week, Russia has violated the skies of not one but two NATO countries. First Poland and now Romania. Each time Moscow used drones. And here's why this matters. Poland and Romania are not just any countries. They sit on NATO's eastern flank. They border Ukraine. Both these countries share borders with Ukraine. Their airspace is supposed to be shielded by the alliance's most sacred pledge, Article 5 of NATO. An attack on one is an attack on all. If you attack one NATO member, you will be at war with the entire alliance. Now, for decades, that red line was absolutely clear, but now Russia seems intent on probing it. So is Vladimir Putin deliberately testing NATO's resolve? Let's start with Romania. On Saturday evening, two Romanian F-16s were patrolling the border with Ukraine. Suddenly, the radar screens flared up. There was an intruder, a Russian-made Geran drone. Now, this is Iran Shahid drone, rebranded with the Russian name. It slipped into NATO airspace for nearly 50 minutes, 50 minutes. The F-16s were tracking it. They had authorization to shoot it down, but they did not do that. They did not shoot it down, and soon the drone slipped back across the border. Romania calls it a breach of sovereignty. It has also summoned the Russian ambassador. Moscow has shrugged off the charges. They call it a provocation by Ukraine instead. But here's why this is important. Romania sits right next to Ukraine. Its Black Sea coast faces Russian forces in Crimea. For Bucharest, airspace violations are not rare. They are a warning that the war is just a few kilometers away. Until now, Romania has kept a lower profile, but with drones buzzing, staying out of the spotlight is no longer an option. And Romania is not alone. Last week, Poland shot down 3 Russian drones. They had wandered across its skies. Warsaw called it an attack and scrambled jets. It raised air defenses to maximum readiness. NATO allies rushed in with words of support. And now the alliance is beefing up its eastern flank.
Today, General Kinkowicz and I are here to announce that NATO is launching Eastern Sentry to bolster our posture even further along our eastern flank. This military activity will commence in the coming days and will involve a range of assets from allies including Denmark, France, the United Kingdom, Germany and others. In addition to more traditional military capabilities, this effort will also feature elements designed to address the particular challenges associated with the use of drones.
And now Romania reports the same problem. One incident could be written off as a lost drone, but 2 in less than a week? That looks like a strategy. If you're Vladimir Putin, drones are the perfect way to test NATO. They're small, they're cheap, and they're deniable. Did it cross the border? Maybe. Was it intentional? Who knows? Was it worth going to war over? Almost certainly not. And then there's Washington. Donald Trump promised to end the war in Ukraine. He's met both Zelensky and Putin. He has promised tougher sanctions on Russia, but his response to the drones has been muddled. For Poland, Trump said it could be a mistake.
Your reaction to Russian drone incursion into Poland?
Could have been a mistake. Could have been a mistake, but regardless, I'm not happy about anything having to do with that whole situation. But hopefully it's going to come to an end.
So where does this go? NATO has 3 choices. One is cautious containment. The alliance can keep scrambling jets. They can issue statements, all to avoid escalation. But there's one risk here, one big risk. If more drones do keep coming, NATO looks toothless. The second option is firm retaliation, a warning strike or more border drills, beefing up reinforcements at the border. But this could drag it closer to the war, to direct war with Russia. A war with Russia, something that NATO is trying to avoid. The third option is political muscle. It can tighten sanctions, it can signal resolve without pulling a trigger.
There's still a lot of gathering happening. Irrespective, it shouldn't have happened. I don't think anybody's happy about it seeing happen. You saw NATO respond to it appropriately. We don't want to see it happen again. We think it's a unacceptable and unfortunate and dangerous development in this regard.
Right now, NATO seems to be straddling the line between option 1 and 3. But the grey zone is narrowing fast. This is not just about one drone in Romanian skies. It's about the credibility of NATO itself. Each incursion pushes NATO closer to a moment of choice. Look away, and the alliance risks looking weak. Strike back, and it risks a direct clash with Moscow. For now, Putin is writing the script, and NATO is still deciding whether to turn the page or to draw a line.